Our topic this episode is the unique and compelling evidence for relocating Mount Sinai, the mountain where the prophet Moses met the transcendent God of the universe. Alright, for the sake of argument, let's assume what the skeptics are saying. That the blackened peaks of these mountains are natural and are not caused by anything unusual, okay, fine. If many of the structures and inscriptions found around Jebel Makla are from the Nabateans and not the Israelites, okay, fine. If the split rock of Horeb is natural, and what appears this way through natural weathering, okay, fine. If Ron Wyatt was not a very reliable explorer, okay, fine. Let's erase all of that. The fact remains, scripture and logic dictate that the actual Mount Sinai would be relatively near the ancient land of Midian. Moses herded his father-in-law's sheep in Midian when he ended up at the area of Mount Sinai. Midian was a northwest section of Saudi Arabia, to the west of the Gulf of Aqaba. Both first-century historians, Philo and Josephus, repeat a tradition that Mount Sinai was the highest peak in the land of Arabia. The Apostle Paul also wrote that Sinai was in Arabia. Now, skeptics and historians may argue back and forth, what was considered Arabia back then? I think it's safest to assume that they were near Midian, and most historians and skeptics accept the fact that Midian was on the eastern side of the Gulf of Aqaba in modern Saudi Arabia. Jebel El-Waz and Jebel Makla happen to be the highest peaks in this area. The two peaks may actually explain why, in Scripture, one mountain is known by two names, Horeb and Sinai. The basic terrain of this site fulfills what would be needed according to the descriptions and events in Scripture. A large plain at the base of two tall peaks with ancient springs and water sources. A prominent cave, abundant almond and acacia trees. Acacia wood would be needed to make the noted Ark of the Covenant. The area is also on the migratory path of quail to this day. Quail make frequent rest stops when they are exhausted. Quail are also part of the Sinai encampment narrative in Scripture. An apparent large encampment was at this site, as evidenced by a very large burial site nearby. And most compelling is the Bedouin tradition that this is the mountain of Moses.